Good evening, everyone. This is the City of Spokane City Council meeting for Monday, June 21st, 2021. I'm Candace Mumm. I'm sitting in for Council President Brian Biggs, and we would start with a roll call. Madam Clerk.
Council President Pro Tem Mumm.
Here.
Councilmember Burke.
Here.
Councilmember Cathcart.
Present.
Councilmember Kinnear.
Present.
Councilmember Stratton.
Here.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
Present.
Let the record reflect that Council President Biggs is absent.
Thank you. We would like to welcome Brandon Rapez-Betty from the Spokane Transit Authority because we want to share with you the exciting news of the free bus passes as an administrative report in the whole public transportation benefit area, most of Spokane County. And those bus passes have already been, some of them given out and they're already in use, but we want to hear from you, Brandon, about the program and how kids in Spokane can access these free bus rides this summer.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Mumm and other members of the council. I'm going to share my screen so that I have a presentation, so I'll wait just a second while I get that ability. All right, does everybody see that okay? Great. So I am here today to present to you about the STA Summer Pass Pilot Program. My name is Brandon Rapez-Betty. I'm the Director of Communications and Customer Service here at Spokane Transit. I'm going to tell you up front that I wanted to wait as long as I could to get some good statistics, so I'm going to save those for the last part of the presentation. I just want to go over a little bit of background before we get there. This program is based off of a 2019 model that we did with the City of Spokane in partnership. And in 2019, there were over 5,300 cards that were distributed. One of the great statistics that I found in this program was that 72% of the Spokane Public School students who checked out a card were on free and reduced lunch, which was a really great benefit to make sure that kids were getting to the resources that they need over the summer months. In total, there were 118,000 boardings in 12 weeks in just the City of Spokane. The total cost of that pilot program was $131,945, and that cost was shared between the City of Spokane and Spokane Transit. You can see those amounts there on the screen. We did start to plan a 2020 opportunity, but of course, with the events of 2020, that chance disappeared. But 2021 rolled out, and the Spokane City Council members that serve on the STA board wanted to reinitiate that conversation as they had budgeted for it in the 2021 budget process. So at the board's direction from the March meeting, we decided to explore feasibility of a program in this year, considering the pandemic, the amount of time that we had before summer. And we came back in April and we found that it was feasible to implement a program. And the board opted for it to be a regional program. So not just the City of Spokane, but all of the cities in the public transportation benefit area and unincorporated parts of Spokane County that are within STA's transit service area. The three objectives of the pilot were to increase transit access for regional youth as a part of the pandemic recovery. It was also to develop future transit system customers. Transit's an important public service, and as the more people use it, the more public benefit is gained from it. And lastly, it was to develop cost estimates for jurisdictions to fund future summer youth programs if they like the results that they see. The project would not be possible without the regional partnership from those, you can see most of the logos here. It's all of the jurisdictions within the public transportation benefit area and some of the private sector companies that are offering free or discounted programs. We are still in the tail end of our pandemic, and so we have the disclaimer there that before you choose a location from the STA summerpass.com website, be sure you know what COVID protocols they have in place so we can all continue to stay safe. A little bit about the communication and distribution of the cards. We broke the program down into distribution partners, and we opted to mimic it after the program with the city. So we partnered with Spokane Public Library And then for the new locations, Spokane County Library District and the City of Liberty Lake Municipal Library. Our communication partners to help get the word out were the communication professionals in all of the jurisdictions, as well as the school districts. The school districts being a very key player because they help get the message to the students themselves, but also the parents. Lastly, we had our program and activity partners. Those were some of them I just mentioned. If you go to stasummerpass.com, you can see all of the locations people are able to go. We'll show you a photo of that here in just a second. A little bit about the data collection and the estimates, because this is an important part of this program. So as cards are distributed from the libraries to youth between the ages of 6 and 8 and or enrolled in K through 12th grade, pass holders are anonymous, so STA never knows the identity of one of the youth that holds the pass. We do know some information for data gathering purposes. We know the jurisdiction of where the card was distributed. We know the age and grade of the pass holder, the school and the school district. And then that card tracks each ridership, so each boarding location, also the date and time of the trip, and the route. And that's how we're going to aggregate information. The trips will be grouped by jurisdiction of distribution to create those cost estimates that then we'll share with each respective jurisdiction. The most fun part of this was the promotion. So we created a digital toolkit for our communication partners and shared it out. And so it had posters and social media memes and GIFs and YouTube videos and how-to. We did the website. We did some custom table tents for the libraries, just a lot of different fun things to help get this information out. Our goal was to appeal to a wide youth audience. So when you're targeting something at 6-year-olds and 18-year-olds at the same time, that's quite the challenge. And so we decided to do just something off the beaten path to make sure that happened. So we opted for really something that was memorable. We came up with the Crazy Animal campaign. But the most important information that people want to know is how to get one. Who can use it? Again, I mentioned ages 6 through 18 or students enrolled to K from 12th grade. We made that distinction for a specific reason. For those youth who are not enrolled in school or may be having homelessness issues, we want to make sure that they have access to these passes as well. Students that are enrolled in K through 12, sometimes they're older than the age of 18, sometimes a little bit younger than 6. As long as people are, those young kids are traveling with older siblings, or as long as they're enrolled in school, those 19 and 20, 21-year-olds are still able to get this pass. Where to get one? Any of the Spokane Public Library branches, Spokane County Library District branches, or the Liberty Lake Municipal Library. And it can be used anytime on STA buses between June 15th and September 15th. It's also good on paratransit service for those whose disabilities prevent them from using the regular bus if they're eligible for the service. You can go anywhere STA goes between those dates of June 15th and September 15th, and all the information, including COVID safety protocols, are available on stasummerpass.com. Here is the really fun video that we are using to promote this. So we have it in the full length here. It'll just take about a minute and a half or so.
Can we hear the audio?
Yeah, it's because of how he shared it. It's not going to work.
Okay. So Brandon, I think the audio isn't coming through. I have seen this. It's so great. I'm wondering if...
Apologies for the audio complication, but I highly recommend people go and check it out on the STA Facebook page or the stasummerpass.com. I'll go ahead and skip the rest of that. I apologize again for the audio problem. What I wanted to share was the results of so far. So we have distributed, as of today, over 2,300 cards. And the biggest push for that was from the Spokane Public Library's outreach. they took cards to the area high schools and did in-person distribution to high school students who were interested. But we've also seen really good traction at the Hilliard Library, South Hill Library, at the STA Plaza in downtown. But we've also seen distribution in every jurisdiction. In terms of ridership, we've had over 2,300 rides, and that's before school is even out this week. And we've had 100% access on all transit routes. So every single route in the system has seen ridership. So we're seeing a good first start. There's 15,000 cards that are available now, but we're going to monitor the rate of that distribution. And if it looks like we're going to surpass that, we'll see what we can do about getting additional cards into the system. With that, I would ask if there are any questions.
Councilmember Stratton.
Brendan, I just wanted to say that I know Candace, Mom, and myself, and I'm sure other council members, when we go out for our neighborhood council visits and reports, the last month we've been talking about this with our neighborhoods, and it is such a good feeling to deliver that kind of news and introduce that kind of a program because the neighborhoods appreciate it, and you can just see the smiles on their faces that we were able to do this. And I thank you for all your hard work. I know this is a crazy time for you, but it really, truly is appreciated in those neighborhoods, and especially the neighborhoods that don't get a lot of resources. It's very, very important. So thank you for your hard work. And on behalf of at least my neighborhood councils, thank you for getting those passes out there. It's great.
Absolutely. And, as staff, we're happy to do that. The real thanks is to the STA Board of Directors, who directed this program. So our thanks to them for getting this out there.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
I echo Councilmember Stratton, but Brandon, I swear that's my cat or my neighbor's cat. So I might want royalty rights to that
There you
video.
go. As long as it brings a smile to your face, we can do royalties.
Perfect. Thank you again.
Any other council members? I can't see quite all of you. Okay, great. I'll just tell you mine. I was with my dad getting his hair cut in the Logan neighborhood this weekend, and I was telling a family that was waiting about the free bus pass, and I said, and swimming is free, too, at our pools. And they said, really? Our kids could get on the bus and go swim for free? And they said, they've just never heard of anything like this. And they said, Spokane is such a great city. So there's some feedback from great clips in Logan.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. We can't wait to see how this pilot project turns out. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a proclamation, and I believe Councilwoman Kinnear is reading tonight.
Thank you. And I'm wondering if the recipient is here. Rudy, I don't see him. So I will go ahead and read this, and perhaps when I'm done, you will have materialized. This proclamation is the Forgotten War, whereas the state of Washington, the inland Northwest, and the city of Spokane owe a lasting debt of gratitude to the 122,000 Washingtonians who honorably served their nation, and especially the 388 individuals who made the ultimate sacrifice in the Korean War between June 27, 1950 and January 31st, 1955, whereas members of the Eastern Washington Veterans Task Force, with the cooperation of the City of Spokane and the Public Facilities District, designed and constructed a Korean War Veterans Memorial recognizing the sacrifices of these service members, their families, and the support of their community in preserving peace, freedom, and prosperity for a nation they did not know. Whereas the monument for a war known as the Forgotten War will permanently stand as a lasting symbol of gratitude alongside other veteran memorials on Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena grounds. Now, therefore, Nadine Woodward, Mayor of the City of Spokane, on behalf of the citizens of Spokane, do hereby proclaim June 27, 2021 as Forgotten No More Day in Spokane in honor of the Korean War Veterans Memorial dedication as a city monument honoring the lives and sacrifices of those who served so bravely in a war which for Spokane is forgotten no more. So, he's not here, is he? Okay. So we'll make sure that he does get that proclamation. So thank you, Council, for indulging me.
Thank you, Councilmember Kinnear. This year, we have, instead of our town hall meetings, we are inviting neighborhoods to come and make a report. And tonight, we have Liz Marlin from the West Central neighborhood. Welcome, Liz.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Here, let me go ahead and start my presentation. Bear with me. Technology is evil, and I can't wait until we can do this all in person again. Here we are. All right, everyone see okay?
Just your name, Elizabeth. Oh, there we go.
Can you see me now? All right, excellent. Okay, well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I have definitely missed the opportunity to see all of your faces in person, but it is good to be here electronically. So thank you, all of you, for having this and continuing this. It has been it's been a powerful year and a long year. I think looking back at the last 12 months and where this started, I think my daughter's face there says it all. We all went home in March of 2020, and now what, I think, was the collective question for all of us. Here in West Central, I think it would have been too easy to just go home and quit until we were ready to do something again, but our neighbors needed us, and West Central has grit. We put it to work. In the face of all of our events that were being canceled through the spring of 2020, West Central Neighborhood Council did the Our Place porch side pickup food and hygiene drive. When the going gets tough, the tough get creative about it. So we sent our volunteers, masked, gloved, socially distanced, to front doors to bring food and hygiene supplies to our neighbors through our partners over at Our Place. We also started a Zoom neighborhood council meeting, which, you know, it's an exploration in technology. Some of us did better than others, but we are super grateful for that opportunity and really did our part to try to bring our community together and support each other. We also had some challenges with neighborhood cleanup last year, not being able to hold those annual roll-off dumpster events that our neighborhood really relies on. You know, low-income neighborhoods like ours, they need a central location. We have folks who struggle to get to Geiger, and our volunteers did their best, but we did create a couple of cleanup events over the course of the summer. We hauled away over a ton of weeds, trash, and debris from the Nettleton and Maxwell triangles. We had our socially distanced and masked volunteers, and again, thank you to Spokane County for providing masks and gloves for all of that. Also, really big thanks to all of our volunteers who showed up in the heat of summer to do this. We also had volunteer groups from New America Credit Union, the community school, really wonderful neighbors. Also, enormous thanks to the city water department. They moved mountains for us in the form of mulch. And provided us, I think it was about 3 yards at each site of mulch to suppress the weeds and help make this a little easier. We heard that Garrett was doing laps on the mower in the park, so we figured we should do our part and help support the city staff and crew. So, of course, no community cleanup event this spring, but we are encouraging our neighbors to use their new disposal passes, and we are hoping for a fall roll-off event. All of our volunteers are vaccinated and ready to rock and roll the minute you guys give us the thumbs up. So we're really hoping we can pull this off this fall. We have some really exciting projects come to fruition in the middle of a pandemic. And this is one that I really want to recognize some of our community members involved in, because this was a years-long effort. Back in 2018, you know, BC, before Corona, a collaboration was started between the West Central Development Project, West Central Abbey, Spokane Alliance, Neighborhood Council. Pretty much anyone with a clipboard was allowed to come join this group of folks. And volunteers completed community walks. They identified 33 derelict or abandoned properties that were boarded up, that were vacant, as potential housing opportunities. And Spokane Alliance helped connect them with Habitat for Humanity, who then selected 6 addresses off that very list in the West Central neighborhood. And those 6 addresses are within 2 blocks of where I sit right now tonight. And that was when the derelict housing rehab program really was born. I have to give a lot of credit to Habitat for Humanity. They have been pulling these derelict properties back from the brink of loss. They're creating affordable home ownership opportunities. And these really are in the areas of our neighborhood that need them most. And I'm also pleased to note that District 3 neighborhoods, when we moved to a district model, I'll admit we were a little nervous what collaboration might look like when we're looking at funding between neighborhoods. District 3 neighborhoods voted unanimously to support the derelict housing rehab program at Habitat for Humanity through our CDBG dollars in the last funding cycle. So really, we appreciate the work that Habitat has been doing in our community. We look forward to having them as a partner for years to come. And really, any opportunity to fund this is an opportunity to fund affordable housing in West Central. So big kudos to every single volunteer, every single clipboard carrier, every person involved with this process. They've done wonderful work, and I'm so excited to see more. We also had a bit of a contested project that has moved forward in West Central, and we do appreciate the city's collaboration and investment with the neighborhood on the Summit Gap closure. I will be the first to admit there were some serious opportunities for improvement in the early communication phases of this project. I think there was some unnecessary heartache and a lot of heartburn as a result that I hope we've all learned from and can work together on. We do hope to continue working as a community to improve pedestrian and bike facilities in our neighborhood and, potentially to consider that alternate plan that has been in our neighborhood plan for many years. I think this has been a growth opportunity for everyone, and we look forward to working with the city on additional projects as well. Speaking of life in the hood, we have some really big improvements to our quality of life here, and we've had some exciting, just individual efforts that have really helped bring forward some big steps. So Spokane Arts has funded their bicycle stall project and has hired a local artist to do a really neat new mural. If you check it out, it's over at AM Cannon Park. I think we need to name the octopus. If anyone's got ideas, I'm all ears for it. The artist would love that. We also, one of our new business owners, Spirit Pruners, has started an annual ice sculpture competition where they do ice sculpture carvings in the winter season. I kind of want to just go have one of those right now. It is so hot in this old house. But we have some really cool arts events and growth happening. And we also, our local community development corp, Reach West Central, they're having a kids event this week. Community Colors, they're doing a kickoff summer event. They're doing stencil art and chalk for the kids on Friday from 12 to 3. That's going to be outside of Made with Love Bakery on Chestnut Street, chalking the site of the future Chestnut Greenway. So if you want to have a look at Chestnut and picture what life might be, making pedestrians a priority on that route, come get a vision and maybe do a little bit of artwork along the way to visit the new Dutch Jake's Park. Neighbor Day this year, I've never had so much fun at Neighbor Day. And thank you to West Central Community Center, COPS, all of the friends and neighbors who contributed to making this event happen. We had COPS Mounted Patrol there, we had popcorn, we had poetry, we had chalk art, all of our community partners, lots of great giveaways, and just a lot of fun. It was so refreshing to get out and see everyone be able to socialize again after so long. I think we've all missed this very much, and reminded us all of how much we've missed each other, too. And I included this quote, it struck me, because really, when it comes to miracles, West Central knows miracles. We are capable of miracles. So in closing, I would like to offer some gratitude, but I'd also like to make a few asks. First and foremost, thank you. I just can't say thank you enough to the Northside Street crew. Their hard work this year has been incredible. I'm telling you, same-day turnaround on pothole repairs, and I have been testing them just to try to see how fast I can get them to it and keeping them busy. They have done dozens of pothole repairs around the neighborhood that I know of, and they have all been done same day. They've been incredible. Also, big thank you to the Community Assembly for funding Zoom accounts for all of the neighborhood councils and keeping us all connected and staying staying as flexible as we can be when a lot of our councils didn't have that option. Also, an enormous thank you to the Parks Department for locating funding to replace the damaged playground equipment at A.M. Cannon Park. The turnaround on that has been incredible, and the need was enormous. So a million thank yous to everyone involved there. And also thank you to the council for approving the West Quadrant TIF extension and renewing your commitment to the West Central neighborhood. This is a long road, but we're going to travel it together. I would ask your support in a few things tonight, and I can assure you that every bit of energy you put into our neighborhood, you will get back. I would ask your support in offering an in-person roll-off cleanup event this fall. Our neighborhood does need that desperately, and we have a lot of folks. We can get a few volunteers. We might get a truck or two out to the waste-to-energy facility, but we have a lot of folks who can't get there themselves, who don't have cars, who maybe don't know my phone number. By the way, if you do know my phone number, call it. We will get you someone. But we need a roll-off dumpster event in our neighborhood. And like I said, our volunteers are vaccinated and ready to rock and roll to make this happen for our community. I would also ask your support in continuing to explore options for that improved Centennial Trail access from West Central. Along that historic Natatorium Park trestle, really, Spokane and West Central, we deserve a better trail. And I think there's a lot of potential there that hasn't been explored yet, that's been in our neighborhood plan for some time. I also ask your help, and this is a much bigger ask, but I ask your help in taking immediate and urgent action to address the issue of affordable housing in Spokane and to help continue to support that missing middle. I think this is a yes and equation. We need more of all kinds of housing in our community of all sorts. When we discussed CDBG funding priorities, the unanimous response of all of the councils in District 3, and I was stunned, every single last council said our number one concern in District 3 is affordable housing. I didn't think it was possible for all of us to agree like that. I wouldn't get too comfortable with it, but it happened, and it will happen again because we need affordable housing in our community. So thank you very much for your support over this last year and always, and we look forward to a continued community partnership.
Thank you, Liz. That was an excellent report. I love the title, Zombie Hunting. I think that could be used around the city. I see Councilmember Stratton has her hand up.
Hey, Liz, I just wanted to thank you for your leadership. You have you've done a great job, and we really appreciate it. And the other thing I wanted to say, so I went to the two openings of two houses in West Central with Habitat for Humanity. And I think the thing that stands out the most is when you go to these openings, it's usually volunteers, council members, the mayor went to one, people that you know. And both instances in West Central, it was neighbors literally walking down the street to stand and with the rest of us to look at these houses, to welcome the individuals that were moving in. And it just warms your heart to see a community that is so excited for that opportunity to house people in affordable fashion. So West Central is very, very special, and you help make it special. And we appreciate your leadership, Liz. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, we are ready for our legislative agenda. So I will turn to the clerk for the special budget ordinance.
Okay. Ordinance C-36067, amending ordinance number C-35971, passed by the City Council December 4th.
Councilmember Munn, I think.
Technical issue, got it. We're back.
Special budget ordinance C-36067, amending ordinance number C-35971, passed by the City Council December 14, 2020, and entitled an ordinance adopting the annual budget of the City of Spokane for 2021, making appropriations to the various funds of the City of Spokane government for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2021, and providing it shall take effect immediately upon passage and declaring an emergency and appropriating funds in Public Safety and Judicial Grant Fund from other agencies, $77,713 to various accounts, same amount. This action budgets for the acceptance of auto theft grant funding.
Thank you. And I turn to the sponsor, Councilmember Kinnear, who is Chair of the
Thank
Public
you.
Safety Committee.
It really isn't auto theft grant, it's auto theft prevention. So we're not funding auto theft. And this will fund a detective for 2 years. It's a WASPET grant, so we're accepting this money so that we can do more prevention. This detective will do more outreach, make people aware of how they can not be victims of auto theft. So, again, it's auto theft prevention.
Are there any council questions or comments? And we have no public comment, so we are ready for the question. Councilmember Stratton.
Aye.
Councilmember Kinnear.
Aye.
Councilmember Burke.
Aye.
Councilmember Cathcart.
Aye.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
Aye.
And Councilmember Mumm is an aye. There are no nays or abstentions. Motion passes 6-0. Ordinance passes 6-0. Next, we have resolutions and final reading ordinances.
Resolution 2021-52 will be considered under hearings item H1. Ordinance C 36050, vacating Scenic Boulevard between 27th Avenue and 29th Avenue as more particularly described in the ordinance.
Councilmember Kinnear, you are the sponsor of this as well.
Yes, I am. And I am going to defer it to Eldon Brown, who is on this as well. We've been briefed, I think, 2 or 3 times. So Eldon can answer any questions.
I'm looking for questions or comments. Eldon, you get off the hook. We'll call for the question. Councilmember Stratton.
Aye.
Councilmember Kinnear.
Aye.
Councilmember Burke.
Aye.
Councilmember Cathcart.
Aye.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
Aye.
Councilmember Mumm is an aye. There's no nays or abstentions. It passes 6-0. First reading ordinance.
Ordinance C 36065, modifying the functions and transportation improvements of the Transportation Benefit District and codifying the Citizens Transportation Advisory Board, adopting a new chapter 4.37 and amending sections 8.16.010, .140, .060, and .070 of the Spokane Municipal Code. Further action is deferred on the first reading ordinance.
So our council sponsor is Council President Beggs. So I'm going to turn to Councilmember Cathcart, who's the co-chair of that committee. Is there anything you want to describe on this ordinance to help us tonight?
I don't have to add. It seems like adding some additional voices to the report makes sense to me. So, but I don't have any of the specifics.
Okay. Any other council commentary? We've been briefed on this. We talked about it at a session, and Shauna Harshman worked on this and gave us a full briefing on it as well. So we will call for the question.
This is first reading.
Oh, first reading, we don't need to. So there you go. Excellent. But we also had no public comment too, I should say that. So next is hearings.
Hearing item H1, hearing on resolution 2021-52, adopting the 2022-2027 6-year comprehensive street program, various neighborhoods.
So we do have Kevin Picanso here from ICM. And Kevin, I think you have a presentation. This is also sponsored by Council President Beggs.
Yes, I'm just waiting to be able to share my screen. Now that's enabled. Okay, you should be seeing my screen now. So, good evening, council members. Kevin Picanso with Integrated Capital Management, presenting on our 6-year comprehensive street program for 2022 to 2027. Very similar, same presentation. It's been briefed with council at PIES in May, as well as last city council meeting last Monday. So first off, just the role of our 6-year program. Really, the 6-year program is where we implement the goals and objectives of Chapter 4, the transportation portion of the comprehensive plan. Once projects are added or included in our 6-year program, we can move forward with identifying funding to fully fund the projects. And once projects are fully funded, we can move into design and ultimately construction or implementation. And we're mandated by RCWs or state law to update our 6-year street program annually prior to July 1st of each year. So for this year in this presentation, I'll be focusing more on the changes, particularly the new projects and additions coming into the program. Kind of summarized and highlighted here are really 5 new projects and then 1 project that we're referring to as our honorable mention project. The first 3 projects are city council requested projects from the resolution passed by the city council about this time last year. The 4th project is Division Street project that's arrived via grant award for bike ped safety that we were awarded late in 2020. And the 5th project is a PDA requested project, Riverside Avenue, a special request from the University District PDA. And I'll elaborate on each of these projects here in just a second. So this vicinity map just highlights the location of where the projects are within the city, as the Strong Road project all the way up north on 5 Mile, the 3 locations of Division Street, can continue down through the city to Boone Avenue, Riverside, and then finally the 44th Avenue project to the far south. So diving into more detail in each of these projects, first 44th Avenue. 44th Avenue was a highly ranked project within our unpaved streets program. But there's kind of some unique conditions here. The 44th Avenue is planned as an arterial route and identified as such. That arterial route is also included within our traffic impact fee program. And then the scope of the project, because it's a future planned arterial, we need to build that structural section to an arterial standard. And using some additional funding through the impact fee program, we intend to build frontage improvements along the north side of the street, most likely to include curbing, drainage, and sidewalk for pedestrian accommodation. And we're also planning on striping the roadway for bike lanes, as 44th Avenue is an identified bike route. So because of all these factors, the multiple funding sources and the sort of growth in the scope of the project beyond just a standard strip paving project, we're pulling it out of the unpaved program and establishing it as its own standalone project in our capital program. Next project is Strong Road up on 5 Mile. So the limits of work from 5 Mile Road through Austin Road. This project is a complete reconstruction of Strong Road within these limits of work, bringing it up to current standards with complete street improvements, including curb, drainage, sidewalk, and bicycle accommodation. Next project is Boone Avenue, protected bike lanes from roughly Howard Street east to Atlantic, then jogging one block north to Sharp Avenue, and then over to Ruby Street. That follows the arterial alignment through this area. The first step in this project will be an upfront planning study. We need to engage with adjacent and affected property owners and businesses, and especially need a lot of engagement with Public Facilities District, considering especially then traffic control that is, really critical to the events that occur at the arena and the other public facilities adjacent to the arena, including the, currently under construction indoor sports complex, as well as the planned football and soccer stadium. Next project is the Division Street pedestrian hybrid beacons. These are 3 project locations. Projects are all very similar. They all contemplate adding what we refer to as pedestrian hybrid beacons, but more commonly known as HOC signals at each of these locations. There will also be pedestrian improvements in terms of ADA ramp upgrades, some modifications to the medians where necessary, updated and revised pet crosswalk striping as well. The 3 locations that'll be included in this project are first at Longfellow here, shown on the left. Second location is at Everett Avenue, adjacent to Franklin Park. And then the third location is in North of Francis, a couple blocks north of Francis up at Rhodes. And again, each of these locations will receive similar crossing treatments and hawk signals. Final project of the truly new 5 projects, the Riverside Avenue, Grant to Sherman. This project will kind of build out or complete the road grid network within this area. This was requested by the U-District PDA. There's an MOU in place to identify and provide for the funding for the project through UDRA. And again, this will build complete street improvements, so the street itself, as well as curbing and drainage and sidewalk as well, and provide the connectivity through here. Many of you know there's an apartment complex that's under construction as we speak towards the west end of the project, and of course the Catalyst building recently completed. This photo is a little bit dated, but not all that long ago. The road is a Riverside east of Sherman is complete today. Sherman Plaza is recently completed. And of course, we have the current construction going on Sprague Avenue this construction season. So this project will really complete and build out this area. And then finally, our honorable mention project. This is a sidewalk project along Driscoll, Alberta, and Cochrane. The reason it's considered, or we're calling it an honorable mention project, it was previously listed within our TBD sidewalk program within our capital, 6-year streets capital program. But because of both the magnitude of the project and the receipt of grant dollars on this project, we're going to pull it out of that TBD sidewalk program and establish it as its own standalone project. So this project will construct infill sidewalk on both sides of the street along Alberta, Cochrane, and Driscoll Boulevard. It will also construct a RRFB and pedestrian and crossing improvements along Northwest Boulevard at Milton Street at the southeast corner of the park. So just kind of summarizing some of the changes and particularly the additions. There's 11 completed and removed projects. As I just mentioned, there's 5 new projects going into the program. Those 5 new projects add up to $8 million, and our total value of our 2022 to 2027 program is approximately $162 million. And then just highlighting the public outreach and various touch points along the way we've had for our annual budget update. We've had multiple meetings with PCTS and Plan Commission, multiple meetings with the council, the early study sessions in February and March. We presented at BAB and the Community Assembly. This same presentation was briefed at PIES, of course, and then advanced agenda briefing last Monday as well, leading to today's hearing and request for adoption of the program. So that concludes my presentation. I can open it up to any questions if there are any.
I'm seeing faces and no hands. You've done a great job of briefing us along the way. Any commentary from council members? I think they're ready to vote. We have no public comment, so we will call for the adoption of the 2022 to 2027 6-year comprehensive street program, and we'll start with Councilmember Stratton.
Aye.
Councilmember Kinnear.
Aye.
Councilmember Burke.
Aye.
Councilmember Cathcart.
Aye.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
Aye.
Councilmember Mumm is an aye. There's no nays or abstentions. That passes 6-0. And that'll be published on July 1st. Thank you, Kevin. And finally, we have a second hearing. Madam Clerk.
Hearing H2, hearing on proposed initiative number 2021-2 petition signatures filed on behalf of Jennifer Thomas, petitioner, regarding charter amendment adopting the Spokane Cleaner Energy Protection Act.
So this is a council decision as to whether we would just go forward with sending this initiative forward or whether we would have the signatures verified. Councilmember Kinnear.
Thank you. I would move to accept the petition and direct the city clerk to have the signatures validated pursuant to SMC 2.02.080B.
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion? All right, I think we can do this all together. We don't need to do individual. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed or abstaining? Motion passes 6-0. So we have 2 guests for open forum, and we would like to invite them to come and speak to us on any topic. You have 3 minutes, and our first speaker today is Nicolette Ochiltree. Nicolette. Go ahead, Nicolette.
First of all, I would just like to thank all of you for the hard work you do each and every day in committee meetings and study sessions, in preparation for city council meetings, and everything in between. It's easy for citizens to overlook how much work goes into everything you do. And I wouldn't be surprised to learn that citizens come to you with complaints more often than praise. And since I seem to have taken over as the resident George McGrath, I want to thank you for listening to my testimony each and every week. Now let's talk about the hard stuff. It's been a rough week. The loss of NHHS Director Cupid Alexander presents a real challenge moving forward. The circumstances of his resignation are troubling. I'm grateful that his allegations of racial bias will be taken seriously and that a formal investigation will be performed. It's horrific to think that such a talented employee was driven away by bigotry. I sure wish we had an Office of Civil Rights up and running to assist in the investigation and to open the lines of communication with citizens who have concerns about the circumstances under which Mr. Alexander has resigned. I'm also deeply troubled by Mr. Alexander's comments regarding City Administrator Perkins' tendency to pressure staff into having important conversations in person rather than in emails, which are subject to public records requests. This kind of behavior is absolutely unacceptable. A commitment to transparency is a critical component of securing public trust. I urge council to be stubbornly opposed to such behavior when they encounter it in the future. No one should be purposefully avoiding methods of communication merely in virtue of the fact that they intend to keep those conversations from public access. I'm also disturbed by this growing string of resignations in the Woodward administration, as I believe these departures signal a much larger problem. This year alone, we've lost a city administrator, 2 key figures at CHHS, and now the director of NHHS. We're in the middle of a housing crisis, and both CHHS and NHHS staff are undoubtedly stressed and spread thin by these resignations. Again, it's hard not to see the string of resignations as symptomatic of a much deeper and disturbing issue. I know that council can only do so much, and I know that directing staff is not your job. There's no question in my mind that these resignations bring stress to your work and lives as well. That being said, thank you again for all the hard work that you do, and please do whatever is within your power to put pressure on this administration to investigate and address the root of these issues. We can't afford to keep losing employees, especially those who play such an important role in responding to the current crises faced by our city. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Nicolette. And our other speaker tonight is Robert Singleton. And we need you to hit *3 to come on so we can hear you. It might take a moment for him to do
Hello,
that.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, members of the Spokane City Council. My name is Robert Singleton, and I'm the Government Partnerships Manager for BIRD, covering the Pacific Northwest and Rockies region, which includes your city. I'm speaking to you tonight because we provide scooter share services in neighboring Spokane Valley, and we consistently hear from riders how not being able to cross into Spokane is limiting their ability to get around, which forces them into utilizing car trips, and for those without access to an automobile, it severely hinders their transportation access overall. Lime is currently the only operator in Spokane, though your ordinance does not specify the number of operators. You could allow for another operator, which would allow for more transportation options and equity, all while generating more revenue for the city. Bird would gladly provide services within the city and is happy to abide by the same regulations and program rules, including payment of fees and revenue share, as well as creating the same zones for parking, slow zones, no ride zones, etc. We want to work with you and other community stakeholders and organizations to create the best possible ridership experience and take cars off the road. Please consider allowing for another operator and do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or feedback. My email address is robert.singleton@bird.co. That's robert.singleton@bird.co. And I'd love to talk with you about improving transportation access. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm sure someone will be following up with you. And this brings our legislative session to an end. I want to thank all of you for making it here on a very warm night. We will adjourn until our next study session, which is at 11 o'clock on Thursday. Thanks, everyone, and have a good evening.